Bless you. So, did you know that you were going to be working with me today? What do you mean? Was it a surprise? Okay. What do we do? You know what I do? What do I do? Anybody have an idea what I do? Say it again. Well, no, but I get videotaped a lot. They can videotape me. Because I think they videotape me because I'm handsome and smart. What do you think of that? No, but you know what I like to do? I spend time with kids and we spend time writing stories and things like that. Do you guys get to write stories? Do you? What kind of stories do you get to write? You know what? I want you to take your jacket off because it's too hot and I don't want you to play with it. So I want you to take your jacket off and put it right up here for me. I like that jacket. All right, we'll put it right up there. I don't think we need it on today. I think it's warm in here. Do you get to write stories? Mm-hmm. What kind of stories do you get to write about? Oh, when you're riding a big bike? Did anything happen to you when you're riding a big bike? How do you feel when you're riding a big bike? Yeah, you do feel happy. So you get to write about how happy you are riding that big bike. What do you like to do when you're riding that big bike? Do tricks on it. Makes you feel good. What kind of stories do you get to write or talk about?
Going to the pool.
Going where?
Going to the pool.
Going to the pool. Did you get to go to the pool a lot this summer? What kind of things? How do you feel when you're going to the pool?
Happy.
You're very happy. What do you like? What makes you so happy when you're at the pool?
I like to swim.
You like to swim? What kind of things do you do when you're swimming? Can you swim fast? Do you swim underwater or over water?
Under and over.
Can you? Can you open your eyes underwater? All that stuff. Okay, great. Well, how about you? What do you like to do? What kind of stories do you like to tell or write about? I like that he's thinking. This is what I look like when I'm thinking. Look what he looks like when he's thinking. He looks up in the sky. Well, you be thinking about it. Do you get to write stories or tell stories? What do you like to do? What kind of things?
I like to go to Halloween.
Oh, you like to go to Halloween? So you're thinking about that? You know, what kind of feeling is that at Halloween time?
It makes me happy.
Oh, it does make you happy to think about that kind of thing? Okay. Yes, sir?
I like running around the block.
Oh, you like to be outside? You like to run around? What kind of things do you like to do as you're outside running around?
Play frisbee.
Oh, play frisbee. Are you good at that? Can you throw it high? Can you throw it fast? All right, that sounds good. So I want you to be thinking about that. I like to write stories too, and I'm going to start writing a story right now. I was trying to think about what story could I write about today? And the first thing I thought about was my dog. Do you guys have a dog? Do you have any animals?
Yes. I have 6. Yes.
You have what?
6.
You have 6? Well, here's what I think about. I think about my dog, and I think about all the feelings I have with my dog. Sometimes my dog makes me really happy. Sometimes I get kind of mad at the dog. Sometimes I get kind of sad. And I thought, well, which one of those? I'm going to write about my dog, but you know what I was thinking about? You know what? Sometimes I feel, sometimes a lot, but with him sometimes, mad. So I thought I'd write about a time that he makes me mad. Do you want to hear about that time that my dog makes me mad? So I just want you to watch what I do, and then I want to talk about what you saw me do as I write my stories. The first thing I do is this.
Beginning, middle, and end.
Oh, I made a mistake here. Well, right now I'm just going to do what? Am I going to do a beginning, middle, and end?
No.
Because how many parts do I have?
Beginning and end.
Yeah, I'm going to do beginning and end. How many parts do I have?
2.
2. I have something that happens in the beginning and something that happens at the end. Do you want to hear about my dog and what makes me mad? It's this. Watch this. This is kind of the beginning, what makes me mad. What did I just make?
He scratches
Look at what about the door?
Does he scratch on it?
Well, it's not a scratch. What is that thing right there?
Open the door.
What do they call that?
Handle.
A handle? A doorknob. Have you ever heard of that? A doorknob? All right, so there's a doorknob. But what do you notice about my door? It is opened.
And your dog got out.
All right, so anyways, so I'm going to put me here. I'm going to put me here, right here. And this is me. I just do it kind of quick. And then I'm going to put my hands up here like this, and I'm going to tell you in a minute why. This is how you know it's me. Do I have a lot of hair or a little hair?
Little hair.
And then, so I have a little hair. That's how you know it's me. How else do you know that's me? What else could I do?
Your face.
Well, that's exactly right. I'm gonna put my face like this. I'm gonna put my eyes, because I gotta tell you what I'm doing. But I'm like, but how do you know? But how do you know that's me? How would you know that's me? What could I put?
Are you saying your dog's your label?
Huh? I could put a label. What's my label gonna be? What's my label for me?
Me.
Me. How do I spell me?
Emmy.
I have to do it faster. I want to hear it faster.
Emmy.
Emmy spells.
Me.
Spell it faster. Let me hear you. Spell me.
Emmy.
Spell me.
Emmy.
Spell me.
Emmy.
Spell me. All right. How about this? The word we. It rhymes with me. It's just like me. Spell we.
Me.
Spell it. Oh. All right. Look at. Watch this. Just what I'm doing over here. What word is that?
Me.
No. What word? Me. Spell we.
W-E.
Spell we.
W-E.
Spell we.
W-E.
Spell we.
W-E.
Look at that. Watch this. What's the same about me and we?
E. The E.
The E. All right. The E is, where's the E? At the beginning of the end.
And.
At the end. Look at me, we. Now ready? I want your hands up really quickly when you think you can spell it. Ready? I've got me. Now put your hands down. Not the area. Ready? Me, we, and the word I want you to spell is he. Yes, sir.
H-E.
You sure?
Yes.
Let's check. Does that kind of fit with the pattern? Yes, it does. All right, so look at, okay, so you have me. Read these for me right now. You ready?
Me, we, he.
Are you the only one in this group? Ready? Let's all read it together. Ready? Go.
Me, he. Me, we.
Let's start again. Ready? Let's go.
Me, we, he.
Now quickly. B.
What? What?
B. Me, we, he, be.
B-E.
What do you think? Does that kind of follow our pattern?
Yes. Yes.
All right, so ready? Read me these words. I'm gonna mix them up. You ready for me to mix them up? Watch this. Ready? Go ahead.
He. We. He. Me.
Okay, there we are. So if you know how to spell me, you can spell other things. So anyways, here it is. Here's the thing. There I am. Somebody left the door open, and guess what happened?
Your dog ran out.
He bolted out of the door. Every time somebody leaves the door open, he bolts out and runs away.
My little tail.
All right, I'll make that, because it's kind of his rear end right there, right? And so do you know what I'm saying every single time? He gets out the door and I have to go like this.
Speech bubble.
It is a speech bubble. And what do you think is going to be in the speech bubble?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, could be, but I'm this. And you know what his name is? You know what his name is?
No.
I'm going to put a label right above his rear end. Watch this.
Scott? Sam? Sam.
Well, keep watching.
Scotty.
What was the first part?
Gary.
Sam. Sammy. That's right, that's Sammy. There's me and that's Sammy. And every time he gets out, I'm like this. Sammy! Come back. How do I spell back? What's it start with?
B.
What's it end with?
A. K. E.
What do you think? Back. What's it start with? Maybe I'll use the card right here. Back. What do you think it starts with?
C.
You think it starts like cat? What
No,
else?
B. It's a B.
It starts with a B, but what's it end with? A C or a K?
K.
K, it is a C. It's actually a CK. Watch this, so
K
back.
like that.
All right, come back. What punctuation should I use? Sammy, come back. Should I use a period, a question mark, or an exclamation mark?
Question mark.
An exclamation mark. Why should I use an exclamation mark? You tell me. Why should I use an exclamation mark?
Because it's a sentence.
Well, yeah, it is a sentence, but what am I doing? Why didn't I use a period? Why did I use an exclamation mark? How did I say it? Like this. Sammy, come back.
Loud.
I did say it really loud. How did I say it? Sammy, come back! I yelled it.
Yes,
And so I
a
used
dot.
an exclamation
You
mark.
do a dot.
A line with a dot after it. Okay, so that's my beginning. Every time Sammy, every time somebody goes out the door, they leave the door open, what happens to Sammy?
One runs out.
Well, he just runs out. What did I say? I'll make some lines like this.
Speed.
Speeds. He bolts out of the house. And how does that make me feel?
Mad.
Kind of mad, right? And then, so that's my beginning. What's my ending? What's my ending? Oh, I know. All right, so you know what I have to do? I have to go into the house and get my secret ingredient to get him back.
Dog food. Treats. Boy.
Well, you'll be surprised, so watch this. Watch me do this, right?
Beef.
This is my end. Who's this?
You.
It is, so what am I gonna do to label?
Me.
I have to label me. And then I'm gonna make, watch this, and then I'm gonna make Sammy right here. So I'm gonna make my body and my head, I'm gonna go slow, because I wanna make sure that I can, how many legs do I need to put for my dog? Four. And, all right, he's right here, and I'll make his nose and his ear, I'm gonna make his tongue hanging out like this, right? And then,
Where's his eyes?
I don't put his eyes on, I'm just trying to do that, but anyways.
What's on it?
And this time I'm gonna put a little smile on my face. Why do you think I have a smile on my face?
Because it came back.
Because he comes back, and it's all because of my secret ingredient, right? I have to label this. What am I gonna put for a label on this?
Sammy.
I am gonna write the word Sammy right up here. How do I spell Sammy?
Sammy.
Okay, so there's Sammy. So anyways, there's my story. All right, so let me think about it. I gotta write my words now. How many sentences am I gonna have?
2.
I'm gonna have 2 sentences. I gotta have a sentence for my
Beginning.
and a sentence for my end. So let me think about my first sentence. Let me think about this. So I've got to start my sentence. Do I start with an upper or lowercase letter? Uppercase letter. Sometimes or all the time?
All the time.
All the time, absolutely all the time. I have to start my sentences with a capital letter. How about this? It, are you watching me? Watch this. It look at the beginning sound of that. It makes
me happy. Mad? Happy or mad?
well, what do you think? How did I feel in the
Mad.
beginning?
Mad.
Let's see if it can be the word mad. Are you watching? Watch this.
Sammy.
It makes me Sammy. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? No.
Mad.
Can it be mad?
Yes.
Look at right here. Can it be mad?
No.
No, it can't. What letter does this start with?
Sad.
What letter is this?
S.
S. It makes me
Sad.
sad.
Sad man. So.
Oh, it makes me so
Sad. Mad. Mad. I knew it. Mad.
It makes me so mad when
He runs out the door. Sammy. Runs out the door.
it makes me so mad when Sammy.
Bolts.
You think it could be bolts?
Yes.
What would be at the end of bolts? What letter at the end? Bolts.
S.
Watch this. See if it could be the word bolts. Yeah, oh, it is. So read this. Ready? It makes me.
So mad when Sammy bolts.
What word's coming out of the? What word's coming up next? When Sammy. What letter does out end with?
Oh.
Listen. Say out.
Out.
What's it end with? Oh, here's a word. How about the word of? How do I spell that? O-F. It makes me so mad when Sammy bolts out of the. That's a word we know how to spell. How do you spell the? T-H-E. I like how fast you were with that. And if I didn't know, I could check right here. Let me see if I could find it. Is it my word? Is my list right here? There it is, right there. Spell it one more time.
T-H-E.
T-H-E. All right, it makes me so mad when Sammy bolts out of the,
House.
what ending sound do you hear?
S.
All right, and I think I need to have, I have to put a punctuation, I have a